Okay, let's jump right in. Today we're doing a deep dive on a very specific piece of hardware.
Yeah.
The NTI E-16D-24V Large Enterprise Environment Monitoring System. And our mission really is to figure out why a box like this is so essential for, you know, unmanned critical spaces.
I mean, you can think of it as a digital insurance policy. We're talking about data centers, web hosting facilities, server closets,
Places that can't afford any downtime.
not even a minute. For them, a few degrees of temperature, a bit of humidity, it's directly tied to their bottom line. An overheated system is it's catastrophic.
So this thing is the sentinel. It's watching everything. Temperature, humidity, power, intrusion.
Even water leaks and smoke, it's comprehensive.
Let's start with the inputs then, the data it collects. The unit itself has internal sensors, right?
It's three of them, for temperature, humidity, and power. And the accuracy is really impressive. The temperature is accurate to within, what, 1.35 degrees Fahrenheit?
That sounds almost like overkill.
You'd think so, but it's not just a spec. It's actually a predictive tool.
Mm-hmm.
In a data center, that kind of precision lets you see a tiny environmental drift, so you can catch a problem before it becomes a failure. It shifts the whole mindset from reactive to proactive.
So the internal sensors are the first line of defense, but the real power seems to come from the external ports.
Exactly. This isn't some closed ecosystem. It supports 16 external sensors for things like, water pooling under a raised floor.
Okay.
But what's really crucial, I think, for these big facilities are the 8 digital input sensors.
The ones that are sensitive to contact closure?
Yes. Think of them as the unit's ears. They let it tie into the building's existing security. Glass break detectors, motion sensors, door contacts.
So it integrates without needing a whole new setup.
It just listens to what's already there.
Yeah.
Super simple, super effective.
But just watching isn't enough, is it? I saw that this system can also act. It has 4 output relays. What do those actually do?
They're the system's hands. If the temperature spikes, for example, a relay can automatically kick on an auxiliary fan.
Or trigger a shutdown.
Or trigger a controlled shutdown, exactly. And what's really interesting is that a network manager can trigger those relays remotely with an SNMP command.
So they don't even need to log into the web interface to take action.
Nope. Immediate direct control.
Which is powerful. But once something happens, the next critical step is communication. The alert system on this seems massive. Why not just send an email?
Because failure is multi-layered. What happens if your main network link goes down?
Your email alert is gone.
It's useless. So this system uses every lifeline it can. Email, sure, to 17 different addresses, but also a local siren, SNMP traps, a web page alert.
I even saw it supports voice calls and SMS messages.
Through external hardware, yeah. A dialer or a 3G modem. You have to have redundancy in the notification itself.
And the smart alerts let you combine triggers, right? Only send an alert if the door is breached and the main air conditioning is offline.
You can configure up to 20 of those complex rules. And it's running Linux. It can ping up to 64 other devices on the network to check if they're alive.
And it works with open source tools like Nagios.
Which is a huge win for IT teams. They can pull this data into the dashboards they already use every day.
Let's talk safety. It's got an internal battery.
An hour of runtime. Critical for riding out a power transition. Plus options for dual AC or DC power for failover.
And all of this is wrapped in pretty standard security, HTTPS, SSH, AES 256-bit encryption.
Yes, but there's one feature here that is the absolute modern enterprise requirement.
Let me guess. The XOA US2 support.
That's the one. In today's world, basic username and password authentication for email it's often blocked by corporate security.
It's a huge vulnerability.
A massive one. Supporting XOAOS2 means the alert pipeline itself is secured with modern, token-based authentication. It ensures the message gets through safely.
And finally, it's scalable. You can chain up to 5 of them together.
Yep, via RS-485 or Ethernet, and manage them all from one web interface, like a secure digital daisy chain for all your remote closets.
So that raises a really interesting final thought, doesn't it?
It does, and it's something for you to really consider. While all this hardware is expertly designed to keep the physical environment safe,
right,
the reliance on a protocol like XAUH2 reveals a deeper truth. Securing the alerting mechanism, that digital pipeline carrying the news of a physical failure, is just as critical, and maybe even more complex, than monitoring the environment itself.
Absolutely. The system can detect the tiniest change, but if the notification is asecure or it can't be sent, then the whole thing is useless. It really highlights that dual challenge of managing these spaces. You have to secure the physical room and its digital notification lifeline with equal intensity.